Hi, thanks for listening. I'm Lorelei Shamayo, and I'm here with Tara Basile. We're interviewing the different readers, healers, and vendors that are going to be at the BEPC Conscious Wellness Expo on Saturday, July 22. We're open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We'll have more than 75 vendors, and so we're sharing a bit about all of them. So Tara, tell us a little bit about what you do and what you'll be sharing at the show.
Right, so I do hand analysis, which is a form of palmistry that also includes the fingerprints. The fingerprints have been with you since 14 weeks in utero, and we all know that fingerprints don't change, but not many of us know that the fingerprints have messages, and because they've been formed since 5 months prior to your birth, they have messages from your soul. The messages that I can read from them are, they tell me your life purpose, they tell me your life lesson, and they tell you the consciousness that you're here to embody this time around at Earth University. And we call it the school. And so I combine the lines of your hand and the shape of your hand, all of that is ancient palmistry, with the fingerprints, which is more of a new technology. And that gives me a message as to how you're doing now with what your soul wants you to complete while you're here.
So when you say like what we're doing now, so the other parts of the hand actually change over time?
Yes, so the lines in your hands can change over time. The shape of your hands can change. It's interesting. I've watched my hands change. Now that I've been into hands, I tend to look, and I've noticed the changes over time. It's fascinating to watch. But yeah, the lines in your hands are like a slow motion PET scan. They give us messages as to what your thought patterns are. There's more nerve endings in your hands than anywhere else in your body. And so the thought patterns that you have show up in your hands.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? So I can tell what's going on, and the deeper the lines are, the more your mind is traveling that thought pattern. If the lines are faint, then your mind might be traveling those thought patterns less frequently, or those thought patterns might be changing, and the lines might be changing and fading away as you change your thought patterns.
Oh, it's amazing. Wow. Well, is there anything else that you want to share about what it's like doing a reading with you at the show?
Well, at the show is, I think people walk away sort of blown away, like, I can't believe you can tell that from my hands. And as you do too with your eye reading, it's so fascinating. I can't believe you can tell all that stuff from your eyes. And it's normally at the show it would be a shorter reading, but a longer reading is a more complete reading, which I like to do away from the show most often, because it's there's a lot of information there, and people tend to get blown away in a really good way because they can see what their path is. A lot of times people come to me because they're stuck. And so they can see what their path is, what's their next step, or how, they can see, I don't know where I'm going now, but after they leave me, they get a clear vision of what their path is, to how to get to what's going to be their deepest, most satisfying expression of who they are.
Oh, that's great. So they get a sense, and so at the fair, it sounds like you focus on the fingerprints, so they get a sense of their purpose and also some information about why they are, like, where they are now on that journey.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, so now we're asking all of our vendors to share a tip with the listeners. So what would you like to share today?
Well, I will share something about the fingertips.
Okay.
Look at your fingers, and you take a look, and you're comparing your fingers to the middle finger.
Okay, so
the middle finger. And as I look at my fingers compared to my middle finger, I can see that my ring finger is taller than my index finger, as is yours on your left hand.
In this one, okay.
On your left hand, your ring finger is taller than your index finger as compared to your middle finger. So this ring finger being taller would indicate that I have a creative tendency, and that I have maybe a need to express that creativity, whether that is in some sort of art form, some sort of creative thinking, need for being appreciated for what it is that I do. Whereas if this finger were taller, which
I know, I kind of like.
Yeah, I'm looking at your right hand. Not so much.
Yeah.
If they're even.
Okay.
So, if they're even compared to your middle finger, we want to look at your middle finger, and then we also want to look at the height of the pinky. And so if that pinky finger is, even though it might be lower set, if that pinky finger is pretty tall, so if this would be your dominant finger, that would be a tendency to have communication as a dominant pattern in your life. And then this finger being dominant would be an indication that you have an organizational tendency.
And I would not think that that would be my dominant. I organize information, but not anything else.
Trains are on time, ducks in a row. This is your Saturn finger. Saturn, Chronos. It's all about time and organization and staying on track. And then if this finger is your dominant finger, then you would have leadership qualities.
Okay. Okay, yeah, and mine's really, yeah, sounds like mine's really not. Oh, it's great. Sweet. Yeah, I'm more of an organizer as part of a group and not really a leader in that sense. Yeah. Sweet. There's so much just in the finger, the length of the fingers.
And then, even the zones of the fingers, how big the zones are, all of those are.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so much information about your hand, about you, that is living right there in your hands. And who knew there was a map right there?
It's amazing how much of who we are and our soul expresses through our body.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're looking forward to seeing you and getting readings from you at the BEPC Conscious Wellness Expo on Saturday, July 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There are speakers all day and lots of wonderful readers and healers like Tara. Look forward to connecting again. Bye-bye.
Bye.